What's up again, everybody? This is Jose Gagnon, the random guy, super random guy 75 here, and we are now doing episode 10 of season 6, Twin Trouble. Like I said, where we're going to be seeing Donald and Douglas again. The last time we saw them was in season 4, so now we're going to be seeing them here again in season 6. It's been a while since we last saw them, so we're going to see what's going to go on. It's called Twin Troubles, the name of this episode. So get the greatness, have the amazing happy times, everybody. And let's get this episode rolling right away. You already know how that things go here. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, man. Keeping it rolling every single day and night, everybody. You know how the things go here. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, man.
Donald and Douglas are Scottish twin engines. They're practical, peppery, and proud. They nearly always work together.
And like I said in the last episode, we'll be continuing the rest of, this season with the Michael Angelis man. Since, he does the super amazing job at the narrating, in my opinion. And he also, gives this little special Scottish accents for these two amazing characters, the Donald and Douglas, the Scottish trains. So it's going to be amazing to hear, the Michael Angelis man doing it, because the Alec Baldwin man doesn't, he chooses not to give them Scottish accents for some reason, probably because he probably just didn't care about, the show when he was told to do it, for a second season, so he just did it his own way, I guess, and just decided to just do, his regular voice for them for some crazy reason. Whereas the Michael Angelis man, he doesn't care. He just keeps it rolling, and he just does the amazing coolness of the Scottish accents for the Scottish trains, people. Yeah, me latte. You know how it goes here. So let's keep it rolling with the Michael Angelis man for the rest of this season.
One day, Donald and Douglas were chuffing through the countryside, hauling a heavy load. Down the line, Trevor the traction engine had been struggling with a big cartload of hay. Crossing the tracks, the cart's wheels had broken off. Then Trevor heard a whistle. "Oh no!" Trevor cried. Donald could see the cart. "Stop!" he cried. Donald's driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. Luckily, no one was hurt. "Stop being pushy," Donald snapped. "Don't call me pushy," Douglas snapped back. "You shouldn't have pushed me into the cart," huffed Donald. "You pulled me, you mean," argued Douglas. "Didn't he?" Did, no. Did too. Before long, the track was cleared, and Donald and Douglas were on their way.
It was also a super long time that we haven't seen Trevor all the way. The last time we saw him was in season 3, and now he's finally back here again. But I didn't really care for him that much anyway, because since he's that whole thing about loving the kids in his head, you know what I mean? And that was kind of messed up about him. So that's why I didn't really care for Trevor that much, to be honest.
But the twins were so cross, they refused to speak to each other for the rest of the day.
I do love the Donald and Douglas trains, though. Their coolness because of their Scottish accents.
The next day, the Fat Controller needed an engine to help Duck at the smelter's yards. "May I go, sir?" said Donald eagerly. "I only need one engine," said the Fat Controller, "not two." "I'm only one engine, sir," said Donald, "and I would like to work with Duck." The Fat Controller was surprised, but agreed. Thomas was worried. "Won't you miss one another?" he asked. "I know I'd miss Annie and Clarabelle." "I'll work better on my own," sniffed Douglas. "I have work to do," huffed Donald. At first, Donald enjoyed working with Duck. Then, things started to go wrong. "Did you shunt those trucks onto the other line?" Donald asked. You said you wanted him on the other line, Duck replied. No, that other line. The other line. Donald was cross. Douglas would have known what I meant, he huffed. Douglas was working on his own. He chuffed dutifully through the beautiful countryside. But Douglas had no one to share it with. Although he tried not to, he was beginning to miss his twin. That night, Douglas's driver took him to visit Donald. I was just passing, said Douglas. Have you come to say you're sorry? Donald sniffed. This made Douglas very cross. I've nothing to be sorry for, he said, and steamed away in a huff. The next day, Donald was in a bad mood. Duck could see he was getting too close to the buffers. Look out, he shouted, but it was too late. Donald's driver was very cross. This wouldn't have happened if you were working with Douglas, he said. Donald knew he was right, and Duck knew he couldn't pull Donald back onto the rails. So he went for help.
And this is, just like one of those, really just, very, what is it? Like a really big example that you would, just see in life, just like two brothers arguing, them, something bad happening to both of them. And then, one of them gets, they're blaming each other for, who caused the problem and stuff like that. And, they get into a big fight. They don't want to talk to each other anymore because, they're just so pissed off of, who caused the problem that they just don't want to deal with each other anymore. And then, afterwards, like a couple of days or like a couple of weeks or something, they end up, settling their differences and then just coming back together again because they know that they really need each other really bad, because, they're just both important because they really care about each other even though they get into arguments. And that's basically with anybody. Like, you can argue with if you're in a relationship, you can argue with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. Friends do it a lot too. Friends get into arguments and, you end up making up later on, depending, if it's only for like a bunch of hours, bunch of weeks, bunch of days. It happens, it's not just with, siblings or family members. It can be with anybody, friends, relatives, whatever. And, that's just, like one of those big, examples that, they make a story out of it with trains but, it's just so similar that you would see it in real life. It's just like one of those really big examples that you would see in real life as well.
Douglas was sadly finishing his work as Duck steamed into the depot. Donald's in trouble, said Duck. Donald in trouble, Douglas cried. I'm on my way. And he steamed off as fast as he could. Douglas struggled and struggled. He finally pulled his twin gently back onto the tracks. He was relieved Donald wasn't hurt. Thank you, Donald said, and I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, said Douglas. I'm sorry, insisted Donald. You don't have to have a row about who's sorry, chuckled Duck. Just be glad you're back together. And they were.
So that was episode 10 of season 6, Twin Trouble. And like I said, we're just going to be finishing up the rest of this season with the Michelangelis man. Even though, he sadly passed away last year. But, the episodes in this season and in the next season, season 7, they came out, a bunch of years ago. But, people put them on YouTube so they can, just hear his amazing voice and, all the, the way, he, like, tells the stories, like, the episodes and the way, he, like I was saying earlier, how he gives, like, for these two, Donald and Douglas, he gives them a Scottish accent. He's not as bland as the other narrators were. Basically, like, he's a super good narrator in my opinion. I enjoy listening to him. He has a very good way of telling the way he tells the episodes and stuff. It's just so interesting and just so engaging to me, in my opinion. But yeah, that was episode 10. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll be continuing the rest of the season with the Michelangelos man, who was the super amazingness. But yeah, we'll see you all next time. Have the amazing greatness, everybody. Enjoy yourself whenever you can. Try to get the amazing, great, happy times. Be so super happy, greatness every single chance you can get. And just, have the greatness and have the happy amazingness every single day, no matter what. Even if you have the super awful, awful times sometimes, just try to push through with amazing happiness so that you can get through the days and the weeks with all the craziness that's going on with the world. So that's why I'm making these videos, to make you, give you some entertainment, to make you feel the happy, great happiness and good times whenever you need it. You know what I mean? See you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, man!